And you'll notice I'm also going to do them one at a time because our eye does get tricked. When we have two things there, our eye is perceiving the relationship between those two things. Or in this example, that's what I'm wanting, is to perceive the relationship between all of them. So, but if I put two grout colors up, I'm not going to get an accurate read on how each one works. I'm reading how they work together. So I'm going to make sure I get that one out of there. So that's your second choice. It's probably good to see it that way too. And then here is choice 3.
I think I like the first one.
Which was this one. Yeah. And so definitely, do you see how this starts jumping forward? Mm-hmm. So I don't like that one. And yeah, this one is really soft and natural, accentuates what we see in here, gives some depth. I think that's great. This was the one that you didn't like as well. And yeah, that doesn't add anything. I'm not seeing any depth come out in the tile. So I agree that this one is definitely the best. Good. Okay. So Blake and I briefly spoke at the tile store about color theory and why it made sense to try and find a tile that I would consider to be on the cool end of the spectrum versus a warm tile. And the reason why is within Blake's townhome, we have oak floors throughout with a very natural, probably a Swedish finish. And then we know we want cherry cabinets. And so in the kitchen, there's already so much warmth between the wood floors and the cherry cabinets. So when we think of color theory and a color wheel, which Blake luckily already has some color theory knowledge, and knew that complementary colors on a color wheel are the colors that are directly opposite each other. So on a color wheel, if we have the primary colors being equidistant of red, yellow, and blue, and then the colors they combine to make in between, so in between red and yellow we have orange. So directly opposite orange is blue. And so those colors are complements, and complement is what we always want to make sure people understand with complementary colors. And what that means is they complete each other. And where they complete each other is on the spectrum of light. So when I have orange and blue, so every color only has one complement. So orange and blue being a complementary pair means that blue, its complement being orange, orange is made up of red and yellow, which are the other two primary colors. So when I get a complement working together, it means that all of the colors in the spectrum are present, because I can have the blue, and then an orange is red and yellow, and then those combinations all start working with each other as well. So complementary colors definitely do enhance each other. They make each other look better. But what I know and what I am using more of within all of this has to do with an energetic vibration, and that we can actually make things feel better energetically by using the principles of complementary colors. So we want to make sure we're using complementary relationships so that it feels energetically better. The vibration rises, they enhance each other. And so I'm going to be helping us choose colors that may not be the exact complement, being a blue, if we call this orange perhaps, but it is going to be a balance of warm and cool. And so as we're building the palette with the paint colors, I'm getting a balance of warm and cool colors, because I know that's the basis of what's going to make everything sing together and work together on an energetic plane. So often when we're thinking about color, it's not just about how it looks, it's about how it feels, way more importantly. So to get us through this process of building your palette, I've already gone through over here and chosen a bunch of colors. And we're going to use these to start building the palette. It's that same process of elimination, go from your gut, and the palette's going to build upon each other. So I already asked you, Blake, how you felt about red. And I wanted to know that, and I want to start with that. And it may not, if I present a group here and it isn't of any interest to you, great.
Yep.
We don't need it. So I'm just trying to get a sense of what does appeal to you, and then we build from there.